Hello.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, I see here now. There's a bunch.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, gang.
Welcome
Hi.
to our Yarn Rooms.
I don't. Are we live?
We are live.
It looks like we've been live for 17 seconds now.
Yeah.
We're like push the button while we're in mid conversation to go live.
It looks like Lizzie's here and Kitty's here.
Hi, Mom.
Andy
Hi.
and Katina.
Hi, Ginger Mom.
Crochet name, aka Michelle. Hi, guys.
This is so exciting.
Hi, Ambi. Hey, you know what? I was watching your conversation on a live with Ginger, and you're a big Supernatural fan. High five to you. High five. I love my boys. I just had to say that.
Looks like David's here and Granny D.
Hey, David.
Hey,
Granny.
guys.
Hi, guys.
Dana and Kathleen and Sherry, Ingrid, Tammy, Triple C and Joe.
Hi, everybody.
Crafty Cats, Crochet Nana, and aka Michelle. I'm trying to read without my glasses. Lisa Gray and Debbie Loves Yarn. How's everybody tonight?
Awesome. So now I have a question. This is one thing we didn't talk about beforehand. Which order are we going in? Who wants to go first? I'll go last.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. So
Okay.
everybody,
Ginger's the teacher. Ginger can pick.
as long as we're talking about yarn, I'm cool.
You direct this orchestra. You go ahead, Ginger.
Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. But what we're talking about today is crocheting on a budget. And I'll let everybody else explain exactly what theirs is. And I'm going to do mine at the end. So that's about it. Have I missed anything?
It's a pretty simple topic.
Yeah. Did we want to go over anything like channel wise or any questions or anything before we get started?
We could do, I can't think of anything right now. I figured, if we have any like channel announcements that we want to make or, talk about, we could do that after we talk about all the fun yarn
I love it.
Budget stuff.
Got it.
Okay.
I don't mind going first if nobody else wants to. If everybody's scared.
Budget sounds so much better when you put the word yarn in front of it.
Oh, definitely.
Budget is a horrible word, but when you say yarn budget, it's like,
it sounds even better when the word big is in front of it, like big yarn budget.
Oh, yeah.
Hear
it. Sounds amazing.
Sparkle yarn.
Huge yarn budget. I think that we're pretty fortunate, though, that we all picked this hobby that isn't a really expensive hobby. I mean, it can be, but it doesn't have to be.
You can make it expensive.
Oh, absolutely. I was in a yarn store today where a ball of yarn, $50.
Yeah, that sounds like my local yarn store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was
but she had reasonable stuff too. I mean, that was just really high-end yarn. It was a gold sheep.
Solid nuggets of gold.
It came from Rumpelstiltskin's house.
That's right. Hi, everybody that's coming in. I'm seeing a bunch of stuff coming by. So, hello.
Oh, Heather Catherine Hicks says that she has a $50 ball of yarn.
It was so funny because when you said that, I was thinking of Heather, and I was like, if anybody has that yarn, I know it's got to be Heather.
Yeah. I've got a $30 ball of Noro yarn. I've never used it. I don't know what to use it for. I'd be scared to use it.
I'd spray it with lacquer and call it art.
I'm going to give it a gift.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's going to be a gift sometime because I don't know what to do with it. So I have some yarn that's not $50.
Nice.
Woo!
Everybody knows this yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this yarn.
So you can get this yarn at a lot of Dollar Trees, not all Dollar Trees, because I went to 2 and the one never has it and it didn't have it that day. But the other one did. It had 15 of them left in a little box and I just grabbed the whole box. Because I thought $15 for 15 skeins of yarn.
How big are the cans?
How many grams are in that? How many?
That is 60 grams, 131 yards.
That's nice.
Good.
And it's Premier. Premier makes decent yarn. I've used this yarn actually in a blanket and I was very pleased with it. And I love this teal.
And it's
That is
pretty.
pretty.
It's very soft.
It is. Yeah, it's really nice yarn. And they have lots of different colors. If you're not too picky.
Now, and on the yarns, I think you can buy them from the Dollar Tree website. You can buy them by the case.
Yeah, I
if you don't-
actually
if you
did a
can't-
video on that. Yeah,
Oh, you did? Cool.
I did. Yeah, Dollar Tree yarn shopping online. Yeah, and for that you do have to buy in like the big case, but it's worth it if you're going to make like a blanket or something. I think it's worth it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Or if you were teaching like a class.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That-
Are there a lot of people that teach classes out there? But if you were, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So my other, I did like this excursion in one day where I went to a couple of thrift stores and I went to a couple of dollar stores just looking for cheap yarn. And I know that sometimes you can get cheap yarn at like a thrift store because I know I've donated yarn to the thrift store before. So I know people do. And I know I've seen people pick it up there, but I was not lucky enough to find any yarn in like skeins or balls. So I was lucky enough to find a couple of Afghans. And so I started to deconstruct them. I started to deconstruct this one, but it felt like a sacrilege, to be honest with you. It's all single crochet. And
Oh my God.
it's big. So I stopped myself after a couple of rows just because I felt really, really bad doing it. So I only did a few stripes, but I was able to get some yarn that you could reuse if you wanted to. I don't know if it's worth it personally. But the blanket was like $12 and I'm sure I'd get, I don't know how many of these balls. I'd get a lot.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd get a lot. So one of the other ones that I did break down, it was all, the blanket was all double crochet. I want to say it was like a chevron, like a ripple chevron. The colors, pretty bright, but you know, you could look
That's a lot of yarn.
It's a lot of yarn. And I had 4 of these. And actually, this was trimmed with a very interesting shade of dark brown. I have a word in my head that describes the color, but it's not a PG word. UPS. How about that? UPS brown.
There you go.
But yeah, I got a lot of yarn out of it. I don't know that I'll use this yarn, but
What
I
kind
did.
of yarn? What kind of yarn do you think it is? Does it
It's
feel?
just acrylic.
Does it feel like a super saver?
Yeah.
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 I
think
could you
so.
repurpose it for a rug or something?
Yeah, I don't know that I would. To be honest with you, I don't think I'd bother doing it again.
Well, what if you found one in colors that you really loved and you deconstructed it? Because I
Now
think
that's
that might
the
be. Yeah.
See, now I did find a scarf that I loved.
Hot construction worker.
I don't know if you can read that. $4.99.
I'm getting closer, like I'm gonna read it.
Me too.
And it was red and this beautiful sparkly.
Ooh, pretty.
And this
No,
I will
loving
I will reuse this. So I got basically this yarn, and it was easy to break it down. I got this for $5 for these 2.
Nice.
Well, and that skein on that pretty skein, not the red one, the other one, that would be a $5 skein in and of itself, probably. wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. And it was so loosely woven that it's definitely reusable. Definitely.
Oh, good. Okay.
Could reuse that. So that was my adventure on a rainy day. I went to 2 thrift stores, 2 Dollar Trees, and McDonald's.
I love it.
That was a good day.
And did you stay on the budget with McDonald's? Were you staying in the dollar menu there, or?
I just got a drink. I had to feed my son though.
Okay.
Yeah, my 18-year-old son got to tag along on this little trip. So.
Oh, that was adventurous for him, I'm sure.
He loved it. Oh, and I was telling my friends here this earlier, I did purchase this sweater as well because I loved the sparkles in it, and I was going to deconstruct that, but I decided I liked the sweater and I just wanted to wear the sweater. So I did get myself a $5 sweater out of the deal.
Perfect.
Yay.
And my dog got a blanket. I just couldn't break it down. I felt bad. But
a lot of work
really,
with that.
It did. But it's pretty faded and dingy. So I think my dog will like it.
Perfect.
That's mine. Who's next? I'll look at the chats while you guys are talking.
All right. Who's next?
Okay. You want to go, Kate? We can go clockwise. It's backwards.
Well, and as the token Canadian, I figured it was my duty to go shop for yarn at our dollar stores. We don't have Dollar Tree. We have Dollarama. And Dollarama sucks. Dollarama, if you can find something for $1, I will give you a prize. Not yarn. Now, they do have yarn, but the sections are always set up by someone who hates crafting, it looks like. They're awful. But sometimes you can accidentally find good things. So I went to $5 Dolaраmas yesterday. 5.
Wow.
$5. I found yarn at one of them. So I found Red Heart with Love Metallic.
That's
You
a
found
nice
that at your
number.
dollar?
Nice.
No, well, how much is that at Dollarama? Is that like everything's $1 or?
No, it's up to like $4.
Okay.
So I
That's
think
not
like
bad.
Family Dollar or Dollar General.
Yeah.
I think $4 a skein. It's like $7.99 to $8.99 a skein here. So that's a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, the color is not current, but you can get enough of it to make a project. I got 4. My daughter loves green. She needs some stuff to keep her warm this winter. So I'm just going to tell her it was more expensive than it was. So you can find good deals at the Dollarama in Canada if the planets align and you accidentally luck into it.
And you go to 5 of them.
And you go to 5 of them in the tiniest place on the edge of the world. Now, I also went to a place called, what's it called? The Bargain Shop. And the Bargain Shop is like, remember Woolworths? Like an old 5 and dime kind of thing. That's kind of what the Bargain Shop, Canadians will know what I'm talking about. And they had millins. They had millins for like $7 a pound. So I bought a bunch of them because $7 a pound. I mean, I paid $8 online plus shipping, so I know where I'm getting my millins now. So I got some white cotton. I got some weird twiny stuff. I think it's going to be bad, but I mean, I had to show you what I could get, and I got this is the best part. I got some black with sparkles to match my green Red Heart with Love Metallics.
Woo! Love the black with sparkles.
I'm
even wearing my black with sparkle boots today.
Awesome.
Oh, here's the other thing I found at the Dollarama. Lion brand wool spun.
Nice.
That was $3 a skein.
Wow, Kate, you made out well.
I would hold up more and show you how many, but I kind of made it into a sweater.
Ursula's asking if the twine is scratchy, Kate.
If the twine is scratchy?
Yeah. I'm trying to keep up, but we'll probably have to scroll back a little bit, but that's
Actually, you know what? It's a good kitchen cotton now that I open it up.
Okay, good. Cool.
Those
I
are
mean,
good bags too.
and I got 5 of these. So like these seem to be 5 100-gram skeins. I've got a scale behind me. I could actually read it. I'm doing a tutorial on this afterward. So that's what you can find bargain hunting if you really look in Canada. We pay more for yarn. It's a fact. So you can find them, but I find all my best deals online. Let's face it.
Yes, you are the queen of online.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing near me. I have to online shop. Well, there's $5 Amazon, but we already talked about it. There was also 5 McDonald's. We're not going to talk about that. Seems like everywhere there's a Dollarama, there's a McDonald's across the street. I never
Yeah.
that before.
Some sort of cause and effect there, I think. But
I sign up for literally every newsletter. Literally everyone. I have a dedicated email for all of those great and repetitive. Every once in a while you get a great deal. Like recently, I told you guys about the Mary Maxim. By the way, 66 years until tomorrow at, I think it's midnight.
Oh, I thought it was one day. So tomorrow midnight. Okay.
Tomorrow midnight. I'm pretty
That's
sure
the
it's tomorrow
code.
midnight. Use the code 66 years. Years is all caps to get 20% off of already reduced sale prices.
Yeah.
Or even clearance mystery boxes. I made an order and it worked on everything. So, yeah.
Yay.
But
So-
definitely check those emails all the time and use Google Chrome. Get extensions. The Honey extension is the best. It will data mine 4 promo codes for you. So
Okay, I need to look into that.
Ooh.
even if you have not looked around things like Retail Me Not, you can often find the codes there. Honey will search the internet for you and tell you if you can save more money.
So, Kate, we've got a couple of questions about mill ends, people that have never had mill ends. So maybe you can help us out with what mill ends are.
So mill ends are the end of a run of yarn. I mean, they make a whole bunch all at once, and they decide, like, say it's the Red Heart with Love Metallics. They'll make a ton of it, and they'll say, yeah, it's what, 200 gram skeins. Oh, 127. So 4.5 ounce skeins. But toward the end, they'll run out of wrappers, or there won't quite be enough to make skeins. So they'll save up the ends and they'll bundle them together and put them into a bag and give them to you for a deal. So where's that black with sparkles? So I paid as much for this giant bag of, this is literally Red Heart Metallics, or Red Heart with Love Metallics. There's a whole pound for it. I paid less for a pound than you pay for a skein of the current colors, which is, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, they didn't have labels. I mean, these are giant skeins.
Yeah. So is that something you can only get online? You said you got it at a store, though, near you, right? 'Cause
Yes.
I've never seen them in a store. Have you, Ginger or Mel?
Yeah,
I have not.
Our Joanne's used to sell the bags of mill ends.
Okay.
And
I'll have to keep my eye out for them, I guess.
yeah,
You
but they haven't had them for a while.
Yeah, they never come with labels on them.
Right.
I mean, the yarnier you get, the more you can look at it and say, oh, I mean, Red Heart with Love Metallics kind of jumps out and slaps you. But I mean, I've gotten Quran Simply Soft. I've gotten lots of Red Heart Super Saver, but I even got some stuff with wool in it. That
Ooh.
what was the Lion brand wool something?
Wool
Not
Ease?
wool.
Is it
Woolies?
Woolies?
Yeah, Woolies.
Woolies.
I've gotten that.
That's what's
And
amazing.
I mean, for $6 or $7 a pound, how can you argue?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
That's
When it's $8 a skein in the store.
Yeah.
Mhm. And a lot of times, like when Premier sends their mystery bags out, is it
Yeah.
Premier that has the will send like the mill-ins? I don't know if it's mill-ins or if it's just
I've gotten mill-ins from Hirschner's as well.
yeah. And I think Lion Brand sells mill-ins of is selling mill-ins of the mandala cakes right now.
And yeah, I got lots of sugar and cream from Hirschner's in mill-ins.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's good stuff. You can't argue with it. Especially for the price.
Right.
And I will never pay full price, like ever. I mark my calendar for January and July. I know clearance month is coming up.
Yep.
And I will go to the store ready. I train.
Yeah.
She's like Rocky.
You're not tempted.
Get your Google extensions. Actually, Amazon has an extension for Google Chrome, and it'll tell you when things you've been looking at have lowered in price.
Oh wow.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I've got to look into that Google extension.
Oh, for
I didn't
sure.
know Amazon had one.
You said honey? It's called honey?
Honey. Yeah,
Honey
H-O-N-Y.
is- yeah.
Mhm.
And it'll very happily tell you, oh, you got the best deal, or you could save $20. Would you like to? And it's like, of course.
Duh.
I have a feeling that could get me into
How do
some
I say
trouble,
yes
though.
in advance? So yeah, there's also, I have several apps on my phone, which again, I was telling the girls, is currently my camera, so I can't look at them. But that will tell me, like, they'll compare my flyers locally and tell me where my best deals are. And all I have to do is put in yarn, and it'll tell me where yarn's on sale.
Crisscross Craft says that next week Spinrite is expecting their truckload sale again in Canada. So for all you Canadians,
Ooh.
Well, Americans can buy too. You can't, they don't have a web store. So they'll have a flyer, and then you decide what you want and email them, and someone will call you or email you, and you can pay over the phone.
So how do we get the flyer?
It's on their website, spinrite.ca, I think it is.
Okay, so you can't they don't have like a store on their website, but it's just like a presentation type of website.
Yeah, it's like a long
Okay.
flyer. They'll tell you what's on sale. You just, jot down the item numbers or the brand name and the colorway, and send them an email and tell them what you want, with the quantities. And they'll get in touch with you, tell you what the total is, what the shipping will be, and then they do secure payment over the phone. Never had a problem with them, and
That's
it is
awesome.
worth it.
Because I need another way to buy a yarn, because that's awesome.
The giant 10 sale rolls of yarn, they're a good deal.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is one of those things I could do a TED Talk on with no preparation.
we'll get you a big
Look
red
out for that.
dot.
How
Get you a
cheap
big
is
red
Kate?
circle.
Well, let me tell you how cheap Kate is.
Nothing wrong with that.
So that's my Canadian primer on where to find yarn.
Okay,
Heck,
and
I like to do
Crisscross
it.
Crafts, actually, thanks so much. Crisscross Crafts has put in the link to the Spinrite outlet. So anybody wants to
Awesome,
check
thank
that
you.
out,
Oh, great.
go check out that link. All right.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. Is it my turn, or are you still? Do you have more, Kate?
No, I think I've done blathering. I think everyone's tired now.
You're not blathering. You're giving
Nope,
important
not at all.
I am going to show everybody stuff on storing your tools that you get, because you get tools whenever you crochet. First thing though, I do want to mention is, and of course I didn't bring it over here with me. Yes, I did actually. Give me a second. Hooks. So it's very tempting to get the best hook out there, but understand that hooks aren't something that you need to spend a lot of money on. You can spend a lot of money on. I'm sure we all have heard of furls, which they're beautiful. I haven't had the heart to buy one yet.
I haven't purchased a furls.
You have it.
I have one tulip,
Yeah.
in my favorite size, and I have some knockoff clovers. I didn't know they were knockoffs. I got gypped.
One clover and the
I
rest
think-
Yeah,
of my
clover and more. Yeah.
I do have the whole set of clover, but I had some help from my boss. So, and I do have a set of tulips. So I had some help. I didn't buy them, but I want to tell you, you can get hooks just as good at Walmart or some sort of department store like that. Probably even Target. I don't know. I haven't been in Target. Do they have a crafting section in Target?
Not
At
in
mine. But I tell them every
just go to
time.
Walmart.
Every time I go to Target, I say, if they had yarn, boy, they would just be perfect.
They'd be killing it, right?
You can get frozen pizza and yarn. You're my store.
And if you could just sit there in that little place where they sell the popcorn and just do your thing. Yep.
Right.
So Walmart sells boy hooks, and those work just as well. This is a pack that I picked up, and they are plastic. So this is a pack that I picked up just under $5. You can also get them just the one hook that you need for the project that you're working on, and usually it's right around $1. So you do not need to spend a lot of money, like $30, $40, $50, $100 on a hook.
Mm-hmm.
$1 will get you a hook. And as Kate reminded us earlier when we were talking, you can also put a pencil. What did you call it? A little pencil thingy?
Pencil grips.
Pencil
Little
grip.
spongy pencil grips.
Okay, you can put that on a hook and make it ergonomic. So you do not have to buy special ergonomic hooks or special hooks. You can get this, and so there's a pack of the aluminum boy. They run about $6, and just for about $1 more, you get a pack of the Susan Bates, and that's also at Walmart as well. But my main thing that I want to show everybody is Dollar Tree stuff, because I'm a big proponent of the Dollar Tree. And yes, exactly. I don't have the yarn at my store, which is why I know we can go and buy it by the case, because I've looked it up. I haven't bought any yet, but I've looked it up. But I buy a lot of storage. So the first thing I'm going to show you, I have other stuff in, but you can use it as something like this. Okay, and this can be used as a project, just little animals in your house like I do. So you can keep your yarn in here in the project, and then it all is contained in one container. And they sell several different kinds. Some are rectangular, some are like this, and they're a little bit more squishy. So you can shove them in wherever you need to shove them in. Another thing, this is what I use a lot because I do have animals. I buy these. And this is a 5-pack of 2.5 gallon bags. And they end up looking like this with your project. Okay, so, and you get 5 to a box. That's 5 project holders in one box for $1. And then the other thing that I get from there, because I use notes to like this in my yarn, that's other notes, but like that in my yarn projects, so that I can remember what I was doing, because we all have more than one whip going at a time, right? Mm-hmm. And I bought also at the Dollar Tree this, and you put on here what it is and put it in the bag. Or you can also buy note cards, like the what is it, the flashcard type things, that
index cards.
Thank you, index cards. Yes, you can also buy those, and I've done that before too at the Dollar Tree, and then use those to put in there, put in your project bags.
Mm-hmm. I always write down the size of the hook I'm using on the label of my yarn.
Okay.
Because I usually take the hook somewhere else, and I don't remember what size I'm using.
Well, sometimes I'll put the hook in the bag, but I don't always. And then sometimes I end up, especially when the ball starts getting like that, the label gets loose from it, mm-hmm. Which is why I do it on a separate piece of paper. But it works either way. I'm not as careful with my label. See, there's a label to that yarn. It's separate. Final thing is for your hooks and stuff, there are a couple things that you can get at the Dollar Tree to keep up to store your hooks in. One of them is, and I buy a bunch of these. So if you take a look there, you can find either pencil bags or cosmetic bags. And that's something that you can store your hooks in, or other things that you need to carry around and travel with you. And these are also at the Dollar Tree. And finally, at the Dollar Tree, you can find a shoebox size or a little bit smaller box, and this will hold some of your bigger tools, like this. Some of your bigger tools and my final box. I know it's a lot, guys, so I just want to run through it really quick. You can get these two for $1, and these can hold some of your smaller tools that you use in,
Like stitch markers?
Yes, exactly. Right now what we're having here is jewelry fasteners, but yes, stitch markers is exactly what I was thinking about. Stitch markers and needles and stuff
I cannot think about stitch markers without thinking about Kate now. She loves her stitch markers.
I went through some boxes and I found some old whips I'd abandoned, and I found like 50 more stitch markers. It's not completely embarrassing.
But that is it. That's all. That stuff is from everything that I showed you, except for the hooks at the beginning. All Dollar Tree items, and these are 2 for $1.
Oh, nice. I like that. I'm a big stacker because my ceilings are very tall, and I love the clear plastic storage things because those are great for stacking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. These, they look like, and it's funny, they look like little, like kind of like little Legos.
Yeah. Yeah, those are neat.
So Jessica Mercado asks if the Dollar Tree yarn is any good. So I can speak to that. I think it's really good. Do you guys think it's Premier yarn? It's a lot like the Basics, Premier Basics. It's not quite as fuzzy, but yeah, it's really good yarn. It's just very small skeins.
60 grams, you said, right?
I think so. I have the memory of a goldfish. So
That's
yeah,
about what
60 grams. So yeah, it's good yarn though. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, guys.
you do better than me.
Well, I went first.
That's it, Ginger. That's all I had for my my deal haul, my deal stuff.
Okay. Well, then I will start mine. Okay. How does free sound?
Woohoo!
That's a very favorite price. Tell me more.
Okay. Well, it's one of those things where you got to think outside the box. So let me throw my pig. Sorry. Okay. We all have sheets on our beds, right? And they all get old, and we all need to throw them away sometimes. Don't throw them away. Save them, tear them into strips, and make sheet yarn. So,
holy shit.
Yeah, you use a big hook. Like I use so here we go. I've got this sheet yarn, and guess what I make with it?
Sheet.
Rugs?
Rugs, yeah.
I was just saying it would be really good rugs.
I have made so many rugs. Here's just one. It's like
you could get old sheets at the dollar or at the thrift store too.
Yeah,
that's true.
You can. And I just get sheets, rip them up, wind them up. And they have, whenever I do them and I'm tearing them into the strips, I leave the little knots on it because sometimes I like to put it on this side. So,
yeah, it kind of looks cool.
Yeah. And this rug is 10 years old.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they wear so well. They're heavy. You want to have a good washer and dryer to wash them in. But, I mean, they are so heavy duty, and if you're gonna throw your sheets away, you might as well just use them for something else.
Absolutely.
Also, if they're white sheets or light colored sheets, you can always dye them. Like, just put some of that, what is it? The
Ritz.
Rit. Yeah. Yeah. Or not. I mean, if they're going to be by a door or something, but also you can make, like this one is pretty, it's pretty colors. So you can put it anywhere. And I've made a lot of big round hexagon blankets. Another thing you can make is bags with the sheets. They make good heavy duty. Of course, I make whip bags.
Project bags, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see if I've got any of them close by, but I don't think I do. No, I don't have any.
Stretch on it? Just out of curiosity, how's the stretch on sheets as far as like, so it doesn't really stretch that much?
No.
So it would make a great bag. Okay.
Yeah, it makes a great
Not that I didn't believe you. I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah. No. That's a good question too, because they make great rugs. I mean, I'm in love with them. And it's free.
Yes.
Unless you want to go to the thrift store and buy some old sheets or something.
But usually you get some old sheets at the thrift store for just a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So there's that. And the reason I know this is because like 12 years ago, we were literally a family of 7 living on about $1,500 a month.
Mm.
Yeah. So I didn't have any yarn. So I learned how to crochet out of anything and everything.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sheets.
That's fantastic. I like that idea a lot. So that would even be a fun gift, really.
Yeah, it is. And I've still got all sorts of different colors. I've got kind of like this. I've got all of my balls. And so every time I see like some pretty sheets or pillowcases or whatever, I will get them and rip them up and make them into balls.
Yeah, because you know that in 10 years, those are going to be nice rugs.
Well, yeah, I know. And they don't wear out. And I've made so many of these. So anyway, sorry. When I get geeked out about something, I can talk about it forever.
Oh, we're all excited about it. And the chat was blowing up at how awesome that idea was.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they really loved
I didn't keep up.
Now, the next thing is my plastic bags, my Plarn. This bag is made out of Plarn.
I think that Ingrid is psychic, because right before you brought that up, she said you can cut plastic bags into strips. And I was like, oh, that's the next topic.
Yeah. I just saw it. Ursula said, how long ago were you on that budget? That was, let's see, 2010. So that was 10 years ago. 2009, 2010. But yeah, this bag's kind of wonky because I had it sitting inside something else. But who all has used Plarn before? Have you guys?
I haven't used it. My nieces both have used it and have told me about it. I've seen it. Like, I've seen what they've made with it. But I know it makes really strong stuff.
Plastic bags. So I just make Plarn balls out of plastic bags. And then out of the bags, I make bags.
I like that though. That's like a really, it makes a good little basket too. And actually the color isn't bad either, with like, it looks tweedy.
Yeah, it looks kind of like jute. And you can, these bags are very durable. You can also throw these bags in the washing machine. You can take them to the farmer's market. Yeah. And you can, make any kind of bag you want to, really.
Very eco-friendly too.
But yeah, if you've just got, if you need to crochet and you're a crochet freak and you don't have money for yarn, you can crochet bag sheets or clothes, old clothes.
As my mama says, where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. That's right.
So Granny D also mentioned about the sheet yarn, that it would also make great baskets.
Yes.
Have
Yeah.
you ever made a basket with it, Ginger?
I have. Yeah, I have. I've made a basket and I'm trying to see. I think they're being used elsewhere around the house. I haven't made any big baskets yet, but I've made the like smaller table size baskets, like
Yeah.
that you put on the table to put apples and stuff like that in.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, for yarn. And then I also had a couple of other good ideas. Another thing too about the plastic bags is you can get them in different colors.
Yeah.
So like I'll wind up my gray balls of Plarn. I'll wind up my white bags of Plarn. And then I saw that somebody on there was saying that you could also get the tablecloths from like a.
Are you frozen, Ginger?
I think Ginger froze.
You
There
froze
she is.
on us, Ginger.
You froze for a minute. I'm
Tablecloths from like
anticipating.
a party or?
Oh yeah, like the plastic tablecloths from anywhere really, Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree has them. Yeah.
Yeah, like the real thin ones that you would use for like a birthday party or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then just toss them instead of throwing them away. You can use it as Plarn.
Or you can even go buy them because they're so cheap,
Yes.
if you wanted to do that. I prefer to get things the free way.
I do too.
Yeah. But then besides that, besides being absolutely dirt cheap, what I like to do is use my 40% off coupon every time I go by Hobby Lobby. And even if I buy the cheapest yarn there, which is, I think the one I really like is the DK. I love this yarn, DK, I think it is. It's like normally $2 something a skein, but use the 40% off coupon, buy one thing. There you got a yarn for $1 something. And so I always use coupons. I never buy yarn at full price.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments here. We've got quite a bit of comments on the Plarn. And let's see.
Tammy's asking for somebody to make a tutorial on cutting the plastic bags. There's your first tutorial.
Oh, I need
there is a technique.
Yes. Oh, I can do a tutorial, but I can just show you really quickly how I do it. It's super duper easy. You just
it was Kathleen, and I want to say David as well mentioned that in New York City there are organizations that use the Plarn to create coats and sleeping pallets for the homeless.
Yeah,
and that's what my nieces were doing with their Plarn. Yeah.
So what you do is you get your plastic bag, and then you just fold it in half, and fold it in half again. This is how I make my Plarn. So you've got your bag like that. Then I cut the end off, and then just about every inch to inch and a half, I just cut it off. Just like that. And then I don't know, you get in between 8 and 10 strips per plastic bag. And then you don't have to be perfect about it or anything. So what you've got is this, which is basically the round strip of the bag with a whole bunch of them. Oops. And then the way you tie them together. Oops.
Just now I didn't see that coming. Yeah.
So, and then when you're crocheting, you don't even really feel this.
Yeah.
The little knot. And then you just keep going, just keep making.
That's a much easier way of doing it than what I've seen. Because I've seen other tutorials where it's like you have to have the bag all flat and
you cut it the wrong way.
And then you like do these weird angles, and I couldn't keep up. So
No, that's much simpler. And once you're getting it into a stitch, you're not going to see any unevenness because it all balls up together.
Right. And they're so thin. I mean, it squeezes down to where it's probably like a 4-weight yarn, like it would be.
Okay.
Now, I've seen, and I can't for the life of me, can't remember who it is on YouTube, something Monday. I can't think of her name, but she actually will spin her Plarn like this. And with her, I don't know if she does it with her drop spindle or her spinning wheel, but it makes it into an even prettier. or she'll do like a piece of yarn with it, or a piece of like a different color, like the gray bag. So it'll make kind of like a tweedy.
Oh, so it'd be like a twisty looking
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that you can be more creative with it.
Sure. Ginger, a lot of people are asking what size hook you use for the Plarn and for the sheets.
It depends on, it's just like with yarn. With these, I like to use the eye hook size, the 5.5 millimeter for my Plarn. But just because I like the tightness of the stitches, I don't know if
I like that a lot. Yeah.
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 And nothing will go through it. And it's like a perfect shopping bag. Right. Yeah. And so you can make it any way you want to. And I always use the single crochet in the round when I make them. But of course, you can be creative and really make anything.
That bag, how many bags do you think it took to make that bag?
Oh, I had it counted. I think it was like 500.
Okay.
That's a lot of groceries.
Well, and
she's got a lot of kids, so
she does. Yeah.
Let me show
that
you.
only took 2 weeks.
I collect my bags, and or people will give them to me. These, these sanitizing wipes, and I stuff them down in here. Like there's hundreds of bags in this.
Yeah.
And because they just cram up into a real little space.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. And I know in a lot of places now they're starting to get rid of the plastic bags. I know in New York State it's against a lot to use plastic bags here now. So yeah, if you're in one of those states, start storing up on them because
yeah,
for me they're hard to find.
Yeah, they're going to be gone for us next year.
Oh wow!
So start collecting them now if you want to make your Plarn bags.
Yeah,
because I would think that they'd be so strong too.
They're super strong. Yeah, they're like indestructible.
It's 500 times stronger than it would have been in a regular bag if you used 500 of them.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
And let's see, were there any other questions? I thought I saw somebody say that or ask if it hurt your hands crocheting with
it's possible. I didn't see that question, but I'll look. But you can go ahead and answer.
But no, it doesn't really, because like with the sheets, if you use a bigger hook, I'll use like nothing smaller than an N. I mean, and that's going pretty small.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I see that Kathleen says that you want to use the grocery type plastic bags because some plastic bags are too thick and they would be too hard to work with.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, these squeeze down really small.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're kind of soft too.
I was thinking the Dollar General stores, their bags are yellow, I think. So yeah, you could have some colors in there.
Yep. I've made bags out of that. It'd make a good hunting cap. Bright yellow.
Oh boy. I don't know if that'd be very comfortable.
Probably not.
It would keep you dry.
Well, it wouldn't really keep you that dry because it's got the holes in it, like crochet. But I mean, it'd be a good insulation layer.
Well, I think that's why they use them for the sleeping mats for the homeless, because they have that little layer of insulation.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ambi has a question not related to this.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
I am too. She hasn't said what her
I hope it
question
doesn't have
is.
anything to do with math, because we've all seen me try to do math.
What's the square root of?
Shush.
I saw where David was saying that he lives in North Carolina and they'll always have plastic bags
Yeah, I learned from
with the
it.
Bible verse printed out on them.
Nice. Oh no, it wasn't.
Still waiting.
No
Oh,
math.
Amby says there's no math. Okay, let us hear your
Okay, fine.
question.
Oh, I was just going to answer Jumping Frog. It wasn't Mosaic Monday. It wasn't her. Let me see if I can find who it was, because she made some gorgeous Plarn. Is all I'm saying.
Vicki Smith has a question about yarn tangling up. I'm not sure any more about that. It happens. Happened to me the other night.
Ask away.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. I know that when my yarn tangled up the other night, it was just scrap yarn anyway, and I said, "Forget you."
I'm
I said
throwing
some other things too,
Right now.
but that's the polite way of saying what I said.
Actually, while we're here, I'm going to actually work on my knot that was plaguing me earlier today that's in this.
In Connecticut, they can pay 10 cents for a plastic bag. They can pay a 10-cent plastic bag tax if they want the store to provide their bags.
Plastic bag. I like that idea, actually.
Most stores here, they're 5 cents.
Oh wow. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
have to pay for ours yet.
Yeah, we have paper bags here, and some stores charge you for the paper bags, but I always just bring my own bags. I've been doing that for years, so it's not. If you shop at Aldi's, then you're used to bringing your own bags anyway. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to find that one YouTuber, but I can't find it. But you can make, like, I just put in Plarn into YouTube search, there are so many awesome things you can make out of Plarn. And cute things too. Here, let me turn my
oh wow,
cute bags like
I
that.
like that bag. Oh, I'm pointing like you can also.
Yeah, I know.
I like that bag.
Whoops.
Okay, now I'm going to use just
Uh-oh. And then there's a couple other ones like, can you see that color very well? It's made
It
with
looks-
like white and lime
Yeah, I was
green.
gonna say it looks like white, but I can only see white.
I can just see white, yeah.
Let me see if I can turn it up a little. You can't see it that well.
Amby asks if it's Quirky Monday.
No, it's not. I'll know it if I hear it. Wait. Oh, and
Andy
then
also asked, have you found a difference in hook sizes with older and newer hooks? My answer is yes.
Really?
Okay.
really.
Yeah.
I've
also
like
found
3 metric
differences-
system hooks, you think?
I've also found difference in sizes between like Boy and Susan Bates. Like you'll hold them next to each other
Yeah.
and they're both 5 millimeter, but one looks like, one of those pencils they give to a
But-
kindergarten.
I have never noticed, but I've never thought to check
Yeah,
either.
I've got a whole
I've got a lot of hooks, but I've never compared them. I did speed test them once.
Yes,
I did a video on that. That was silly, but it was funny.
just a quick, you guys, it is Quirky Monday. Quirky Monday's the YouTube channel I was looking for. Bev and Nadine both said it. Yes, she makes awesome Plarn.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by the Plarn. I've got to try it. Naturally, I'm intrigued by it because it'll be hard for me to get it. But I'm sure I'm sure I can track them
thousands of
down.
Plastic bags. Thousands.
Thousands?
Thousands.
You have thousands, Kate?
I am pretty sure.
Oh,
I know my
Do you
mother
never-
does.
Do you never throw
I
them away,
keep
Kate?
meaning to make
Hang
Plarn
on to
and I
them?
never really do it.
David says he has learned never to switch hooks within a project, even if they're supposedly the same size. Which
Yeah.
is probably
Exactly.
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
true.
usually switch hooks, but I use the same hook on different projects at the same time.
Well, I have so many multiples in each size that I
Yeah.
just throw it into my project bag. That's the one I'm using.
Yeah. And I've gotten to that point now. But when I first started off and I just had like the one set,
Yeah.
I had like one set of hooks and I would just use the same hook on like 3 different projects. So
Remember when I was talking about finding the old abandoned works in progress and all the stitch markers?
yeah.
Mhm.
How many hooks did you find? How many did you find?
8 5mm hooks.
But you know what? You can never have too many 5mm or 5.5.
Yeah, that's the one I use the most.
They all
Yeah.
look like different sizes.
So do you guys keep all of your hooks in like one central spot, or do you have them broken up into sets or what?
I've got a cup for mine. Like people keep pencils, pens, like mine
Yeah.
are all.
I have a few different. I have the ones that I don't really use anymore. I put those in a cup behind me. But the ones that I use, I tend to keep together.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Well, I have one set and then I
If you're
keep all
talking
together, and then I have all of my other ones like bunched in this little container. I don't know why I asked. I was just curious.
I can't hear anything.
I've got a whole bunch hiding in the cushions of my couch.
Now I can hear.
Is it me, Mel? Can you hear me?
It's this headset.
Oh, okay.
It keeps cutting out, and I have my computer on mute because I don't want it to echo in the thing. So
Yeah.
Me and my sound issues. I have no sound issues on my own, but when I'm in the group one, I have sound issues.
Crochet Nana, aka Michelle, when I go to Aldi's, I keep a laundry basket in my trunk so I can just carry everything up to my apartment in one trip. I have
That's
learned
an
that
awesome
trick.
idea.
I do that with the Walmart pickup. I do laundry baskets. It's a lot faster for them to load groceries into the baskets than bags.
Mm-hmm.
Do you all use the Walmart pickup? I do. Well,
I
don't
used
think I'll
to in a
ever go
bigger
back.
town.
I do. I started because of COVID. Because I didn't want to have to go into the store, and they offer it for free. So it's so nice. But I don't know that I'll ever go back to regular grocery shopping again because I hate it.
Well, and also I tend to stay on budget better whenever I do the
online.
you just get what you need online. Yeah, exactly. But here in the small town, and I don't know if it's true with all small towns, but here you have to do it 3 days in advance. And I don't plan my groceries that far in advance. I go through and figure out what I need, and I go that day.
Oh,
So
yeah. I do like 3 weeks. I do like a 3-week one. I hate going that much.
Wow.
Didymer, is it Didymer Knittery?
Oh, that's Bev.
Bev? Well, Bev is wondering if we all heard her howling earlier because she couldn't find her crochet hook.
That's what that was.
I thought I heard something. Yeah. The windows were rattling a little bit in my house.
Hi, Squishy.
Hey, Squishy.
Squishy's here.
Gosh, I haven't been saying hi to everyone. I feel really bad. Hi,
It's really hard to keep up with everybody when we have 4 channels all converging at once. But it's a good thing because you know what? They're all just talking to each other. So that's
They have been.
This is true. I know that.
You might be getting in their way, actually.
I know. Should we go?
We look
Put on some quiet music. We'll put on some quiet music.
Right, put some ambient music on.
I want to get in on this hair roller conversation.
Yeah, right.
What am I talking about?
Just wanted to go to the dollar store and mention that the hair perm rollers that come apart and are very comfortable for your hooks. Oh, like the foam?
Oh,
She's talking about those foam rollers? Oh, and then you just slide it on your hook.
And you can get the really thin perm rollers.
That's a really good idea.
That is
Thank you,
excellent
Debbie
idea.
Loves Yarn.
Now, David said that he has a large pencil can with compartments so he can separate his hooks by brand. And now I'm jealous.
wow.
I want to do that.
Let me see. Hang on.
That's pretty awesome.
Right.
Sorry.
I'm so jealous that my eye is twitching now.
Oh no.
Seriously.
This is where I keep all of my hooks. Can you see them?
Wow. That is very organized.
It's really not. It's a real mess. They're not organized by brand at all.
Oh,
They're just a big mess. Look what fell out of it.
what is that? Oh, it's a.
It's a Hobie candy.
Is that a Hobie candy?
Those are so good.
I had one in the car today because I was feeling car sick because I was trying to watch Mel live while I was riding in the car.
I think, was it on Kate's video? She said that like now she's addicted to the little Hobie candies.
I think so. Yeah. When she did her Hobie unboxing or
They
unbagging.
taste like cough drops, and I'm addicted to them.
This just fell out of my.
Oh, there's your cup. I love your cup.
Oh, I like your cup.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Does it say something on it?
Merchants celebrated gargling oil.
No, stop, buddy.
Gargling oil.
Jacob's store, Dawson City, Yukon. Good
Well,
for men.
I found this in my hook container.
Wow.
Why?
I made a mistake.
Because you gotta erase out your mistakes in your crochet, Julie. Come on.
I have no idea why that was there. Candy and an eraser.
Perfect.
Hey, Ursula says I have a cup like that, Kate. I mean a mug with the same kind of stuff.
Really?
But it's probably not from the same place.
She says her mug is white.
Is it?
That would
Actually,
be amazing if it was.
I inherited a house from some elderly relatives, and it was full of the weirdest stuff. Just the weirdest stuff. And that was one of the things. And I kind of immediately fell in love with it.
My niece bought a house a couple of years ago, and she found a cup of dentures in the bathroom.
Oh, ew.
Someone forgot their teeth when they left.
They moved out of there real fast.
That is the one thing my house was missing.
Didn't have dentures?
We did find 4 saws and 2 axes in a bedroom.
In a bedroom?
That's whenever you stop asking questions and you don't go under the floor.
Wow. Yeah.
How remote are you, Kate?
Right?
Like
Far
at
enough
some
that no one
point,
knows
the winter just got bad and things happened. That's my theory.
Yikes.
Ambi was saying, don't you love finding the weird stuff, though? I don't know about the saws and stuff, but...
Kate was like, who are these people?
Well, they were my elderly aunts, so I knew who they were.
Oh, okay.
Now, Debbie asked, who's having a Plarn cow? Is there a Plarn cow?
Maybe she's wanting to get something started.
Ooh. A Plarn cow.
That's an idea. I think the Plarn Queen should do it.
Oh, I like what
Yarn
Crochet.
Geek.
Yeah, that is a possibility. I like what Crochet Me Pink says. I use the big cheese ball container from Walmart for my yarn clippings.
That's a great.
It is a
great container, though.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually meant to talk about what, like, your little scraps, not your bigger scraps, like what Julie's using on her scrap thing. But I right now is not a good time to try and find some ball jars or like canning jars. But I use it. This is my scrap. So something like that, or if you have something like the big plastic cheese ball container for your little scraps, not big scraps.
Squishy, I just have to answer Squishy's question. Yes, I did get the replacement ball of yarn. Okay, that's all I had to say. Go ahead.
I sent you guys a picture yesterday of all of my plastic bins of scrap, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was just 4 of them.
Oh.
How many are there?
There's 3 more.
Oh my!
You have
I can't
7.
even.
Oh my goodness.
That
I'm
is-
I
working
could
my
probably
way
fill out
through. I'm working
maybe
my
one
way
of those
through.
bins.
Those are all of my scraps up there. But I'm working my way through the blues, and then because I'm going to make this great big hexagon.
I
It's going
always
to be the
say
world's
I'm
biggest
getting
hexagon.
Hey, sweetie.
Let's see. What else have we got here for questions?
David says he used to use an empty coffee can for scraps. They smelled so good.
Ooh.
Yes, I bet
Oh.
they do. I'm about to go run out and buy a coffee can so I can empty it and do that.
Very nice.
She's going to be like twitching by the time she's got it. Going to be drinking coffee.
You know what I like to get, and I think it's from Walmart. You can buy the animal crackers or the teddy bear crackers that are in the teddy bear shaped plastic thing.
Mhm.
And so I save all the teddy bear shaped plastic things and like put rice and stuff in them. But that would be perfect for yarn.
It would
It would be pretty too once it gets all the different colors.
Yeah.
Cute.
It'd be like a Jerry Garcia teddy bear.
It would.
All right. So to put on my shopping list, Teddy Graham teddy bear shaped cookies and coffee. Got it.
And cheese balls.
And cheese balls. Got it. All on my shopping list.
It's a very balanced diet.
And when they ask paper or plastic, get plastic.
That's right. That's right.
Jumping Frog says there are 2 things that she uses, plastic Maxwell House containers and the popcorn bucket that has the 3 kinds of popcorn.
Oh, yes. The 10 that you get like around Christmas time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I
Look
like
at
that idea too.
Now I got to go buy popcorn too. Thanks. Add to my wonderful diet.
For food groups, Melanie.
Yeah, exactly.
Diet Coke, cough, cookies, and gum.
There you go. That's all
I'm
we
a
need.
diet root beer. I like diet root beer.
Okay.
I do drink my tea. Granola bars.
All my food
They're
groups
my
are
staples.
caffeine.
What's
David
that?
saying-
This is as excited as I get.
You're looking pretty excited, Kate.
Imagine me without caffeine.
Anytime, David. Anytime. Although I think you're on the coast. You're closer to the coast, aren't you?
Debbie loves yarn, uses the plexiglass lamp base.
But I have to look that up. Where? That's interesting. I can't envision it because I haven't seen a plexiglass lamp base.
I'm looking it up right now.
Thank you.
So say it with Squishy. I love Squishy. She's got an idea for money saver for amigurumi fans.
Ooh.
A budget tip: buy the cheap pillows, about $4.50 for a 2-pack, and use that for amigurumi stuffing rather than the polyfill, which is like $17.
That's an awesome idea.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good idea.
Awesome.
oh, see, now when I make a yarn room, yeah, that over the coffee canister.
Yeah.
Seriously.
David is in Wilmington. His sister is actually in the mountains this weekend, though,
Oh, is she?
for a
Yeah,
few.
Wilmington's middle
Sad.
to coast, between the middle of the state and the coast, right? I
Yeah.
think it is.
Oh, another thing I wanted to add is I used to find very good deals on Facebook Marketplace
Mhm.
on yarn lots. Like
Oh, yeah. I
I
was thinking that too.
Oh, I need to do a search for that.
4 big garbage bags, like the biggest size garbage bags,
Hmm.
full of yarn for like $40 one
Yeah.
time.
I was I forgot about that part because I did go on Craigslist and eBay. eBay not as much, but Craigslist. I don't know if everybody has Craigslist.
Yeah, we
Do you have Craigslist in Canada?
Yeah, we
Oh,
also
those are-
have a thing called Kijiji.
Oh, what? Kijiji.
Kijiji.
What's a
Kijiji.
Oh,
You can
What's
spell
that?
it. What
LMNOP.
It's like Craigslist, but
Like Craigslist.
less
Yeah.
creepy,
Less creepy?
more Canadian.
Craig's not creepy.
I've got some creepy Craigslist stories I can tell you guys.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
We love that. I've done Craigslist a few times, but I've never had anything creepy happen.
That's
Happily. I'm very glad. But I only ever sold like my kids like big yard toys and stuff, you know.
I'm glad you finished that sentence because it sounded like I only sold my kids. And I said,
No,
There it
That's
is,
all.
but
I didn't sell all of them. Just
You
kidding. I
don't
only
sell
have
them
one.
on
I only
Craigslist,
have
you
one.
sell them on Etsy. You made them.
oh, Chris. Okay, see, there's one thing. Bought yarn on
Facebook last week, but it came from a smoker's house. Oh.
oh yeah, you got to be careful about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Ginger, I'm sorry you froze for a second there. So I finished your sentence.
Oh, thank
I
you.
was reading it at the same time. Okay. Oh, Granny D, that's so nice of you. Granny D says, this has been so great. You gals know how to do this panel lives. I'm learning from y'all. I tried it a few times and it drove me nuts.
Thanks, Granny D.
Thanks, Granny D. That's nice to hear. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it.
Granny B.
We do a little planning.
A little bit.
And then we completely abandon it.
We do. We follow our plan for a little while.
For a minute, for 30 minutes, and then after that, it's out the window.
Yeah.
Enjoy the idea that there is a plan.
David says, I've seen yarn lots on Facebook Marketplace. I found it a bad place to try to sell crochet output.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also says Craigslist is like Facebook. It's a plague.
Oh,
I've never purchased yarn through it. I don't know. I've
another
never purchased anything through Facebook.
Another thing I wanted to mention is I don't know if you guys use Instagram very much, but there are a lot of amazing hand dyers that dye their yarn, and pattern people that design patterns that will do free patterns or have like a 50% off on their yarn or something like that. But you've just got to be there and I don't know, put in the hashtag free pattern or something like that. I seem to come up with them every week, and I'm like, would anybody like that if I like listed those in my videos? Because they're really, free PDF patterns from amazing designers.
I think that's a great idea, Ginger. Because or even on your lives, have them listed on your lives whenever they come up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Because they are, I know it would help the designers out too, because it's just getting them more publicity.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, that word of mouth.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Anytime I find some good deals like that on Instagram.
I know you usually repost them in your stories, don't you, Ginger? When you see them on Instagram.
Yeah. I used to more. I've been kind of overwhelmed by doing so many YouTube things lately.
Live daily, vlog daily.
This is going to sound terrible, but I don't see
YouTube, that doesn't take any time at all.
I missed what you said, Kate. What did you just say?
I don't have the attention span for Instagram.
It rhymes. I love that it rhymes.
That makes me sound like I have major problems.
I just like it because I like pictures, and it's like, ooh, look at all the pretty colors.
Yes.
Pictures of yarn.
Yes.
I do.
I'm amazed at how well
It is
people
nice.
do their presentation pictures. It just floors me.
Yeah, my pictures are always like out of focus, and
Right?
the colors are all
I
not
look like I'm
right.
a 5-year-old taking my pictures.
And then
Yeah,
I have to warn people, yes, I'm blurry and out of focus in real life too.
There you go.
David,
this is what I look like.
I want to answer David's question. He says, does the person making the free pattern offering have the right to distribute? Yes, because they're the designers. And what they're doing is they're getting their, it's just like advertising and for themselves. So like whenever they first put out a pattern, a lot of times they'll have it for absolute free on their blog always. But then you can buy the PDF version of it.
Without ads.
Yeah, like on Ravelry or something like that. But sometimes whenever they first post their pattern, like the first 24 hours, you can get the PDF for free. Or there are blog hops when you go around to different designers and there'll be like one free PDF pattern a month. So they're directly from the designer, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. If you can read a pattern. Which
If you can read a pattern. That's a story for another day, right, Kate?
Now, my last tutorial, Kate, I actually put the directions up in the corner just as they are on the pattern to show how the pattern.
I liked how you did that.
I did that just for Kate.
That's cool.
like I'm never gonna learn or something.
I was trying, Kate. I was trying to help.
You're so cute.
Yeah, or they have patterns that are there and then some for free. So yeah, I think the whole point of giving out a free pattern is to get you to their Instagram, get you to the Ravelry page, get you to I think sometimes Etsy. It's more Ravelry I see that than Etsy, but it gets you there, gets you following them so that you get more information from them. It's a great marketing tool, I think. And we get free patterns, and every once in a while when somebody gives out free patterns and they come up with a great one that's $6, a lot of people don't mind parting with $6 for a great pattern.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
and I'm sorry, I was reading Ursula's comment. That's where that came from, why I started blabbering about that.
Now I have to go back and read it. Oh yeah, there you go.
Tina Mozingo asks, does anyone else calculate the cost per yard of their yarn purchased before buying? I don't.
No.
I'm like a child.
Me too.
Oh, pretty. No idea what I'm going to use it for.
Well, and I guess also too, when I think about it, there's certain yarns that depending on the type of yarn it is, if I'm picking up a ball of Walmart basic yarn, it better be a heck of a lot lower price per yard than the Charisma or Unforgettable. So I think HE double hockey sticks is a little bit not that bad. Sorry guys.
I'm okay with HE double hockey stick.
I know.
At least I didn't drop an F-bomb. You'd have to beat me out.
Also, I'm a real lady, so I might be a little offended over here.
Lies! I know it's lies.
Let's see. So David said that this brings to mind another question, somewhat unrelated. Have your favorite yarn YouTubers changed over time? Are there any you no longer like? No names, of course. I don't think that I would say that there's any that I no longer like, but there are some that I don't really follow as much as I used to because I've kind of gone to a different place creatively. Like maybe I'm not as interested in what they do anymore. It's not a like or dislike. It's just I've discovered Yarn Geek and Bitch and Stitches and Melanie, who's left-handed, but I still like to watch her tutorials.
And then you're just like right downhill.
I'll let you guys all answer, but that's the answer for me. I still like it.
I didn't have much time.
That's true too.
Well, I started with the Crochet Crowd. That was probably my first YouTuber that I started watching and learning from, and then from there I moved on to Jada. I still watch Jada, but I watch less of the Crochet Crowd, and part of it is because I've moved away from I still do some other people's tutorials, but I've moved away from that so much, and I'm starting to do more and more of my own, and just creating my own stuff. So it has nothing to do with them. It has all to do with my growth.
Right, your own personal growth.
Yeah.
For me, I find that I don't watch the crochet channels nearly as much as I watch the making YouTube videos. You know, how to edit, and you know, Dee and Nick Nimmin. I like to watch them a lot.
Yes, Dee and Nick, I know them.
Yeah, they made. They show you how to make
them.
great videos. Yeah, I know them. Yeah. Sorry, Kate. I think I interrupted you. I apologize.
Yeah, I've never used a pattern, so I was always really bad at following tutorials too. Like the woman who's trying to start putting out tutorials. So I mean, it's like somebody plays an instrument without being able to read music. So I'd take a look at what they were doing and I'd say, "Oh, I know where that's going," and then I just do it myself because patterns and tutorials have just never been part of my ethos, part of my thing.
Part of your crochet process.
I watch a lot of unboxings and shopping trips because, let's face it, yarn porn. But then I make stuff with them just because I don't know how to follow directions very well.
I didn't think that would be you, Kate. I mean, I don't get that about you at all.
Well with others, just so you three understand that.
How about you, Ginger? Are there channels that you used to follow like regularly, and now you've kind of?
Oh, sure. It's just like anything, you know, like whenever. I don't know. I know that like with certain channels, I can go back to them and watch their playlist, or hey, like for Krista from back in the day, I always love watching her, and the main reason is because I know that she has put all the work in to make all those tutorials that anybody can just go back and look at. And if anything, I totally respect that, you know.
Oh, it's very inspirational.
Yeah. And Crystal is such a, you know, a giving person and everything too. And also like Krista from The Secret Yarnery. I mean, her personality is crazy. I love her. She's just fun to watch.
I love her laugh. I love good laughs.
Yeah, my husband's always like, "Oh, it's that lady from Africa," because when she laughs, it's like, "Wah!" You know, I love it. I love watching her.
Which Kim from Affordably Crafty has an amazing laugh as well. By the way, just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and now that I'm watching all of you guys, I'm not watching my old, you know, like Crystal and Krista as much anymore, because I'm finding new people to watch, and it's fun, and it's, you know,
there's just not a lot of time too. There's so many channels out there.
Right.
There's a lot of really great channels out there, and there's just not enough time to watch all the ones you want to. Here's another question. Cocktails and Crochet with Coco says, I thought about putting out a full sentence, no abbreviations version of my patterns. Any thoughts?
That's up to you. I think if you do abbreviations, though, you definitely need to have a key at the front of your at the beginning of your pattern.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking through to see if there's some other questions here. It looks like actually a lot of people answered Coco.
That's the yarn community for you. Everybody's awesome. Right. It's so awesome. Well, we just can sit back and I'll roll up my ball of yarn here, and y'all can crochet, get the Plarn going on.
Oh, I wanted to say another thing that I like the sheets for is making. It makes a great weighted blanket. When you make a blanket out of the sheets, weighted.
They're really heavy. Yeah.
Very.
Huh.
That's a good idea. Weighted blankets are really helpful to a lot of people with sensory integration disorders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I have nerve issues in my feet, and I like weighted blankets just on my feet. So that's a good tip. Thank you.
That is very good.
Yay.
I'm gonna have to make one now.
Let's see. Ursula says, I find that to make original content, I really have to stay away from the internet. So now I understand why teachers tell art students not to go to the internet so that their content can be original. So yeah, I can understand that too. But I like to steal ideas.
Well, you find out inspiration. You don't steal ideas.
Yeah, you don't
find
really
inspiration.
steal it, but you
Yeah,
choose it and wanna
most
make it your
stitches
own.
have been done, unless you're yarn hack Ryan and then you make up stitches. But for the most part, most stitches have been done. It's the combination that's new,
Right.
and nobody has claim to a stitch except for the hag stitch.
Well, also, there's only so many ways you can make a sweater.
Yes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's even if you come up with it in your own head, chances are good someone else has already done it.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I
be honest.
like to use my stitch book and just get new ideas that way. That's one way that I get inspiration to kind of come
Like,
up with a new pattern.
I'll scroll through Pinterest and I'll say, oh, that's a really pretty top. And then I'll look at it and think, okay. And then I'll make one.
Not all of us can do that, Kate.
Oh, really? I thought that was just a thing.
Your thing. So lucky.
Well, when you can't read a pattern, you have to figure out how to make things on your own.
Crafty Chats Cafe would like to know, what instrument do you play, Kate?
I play the
Tess.
flute.
Sorry.
I asked Kate, Mel.
Sorry, I was saying hi to Tess. I'm sorry. I got tunnel vision. I'm so sorry. I'll shut up now.
Oh, I'm just teasing.
I play the radio.
Kate plays the radio.
Yeah, and the fool.
And the fool. Kate's our jester.
They
Ambi,
have her class clown a lot when I was a kid.
Ambi asks if any of y'all watch any non-Yarny YouTube.
I'm addicted to Time Team. Just in
Are they the archaeological? Is that the archaeological one?
20 years of Time Team.
I love seeing how they age through the years too. It's awesome.
I like to
Every
watch.
once in a while, I'll watch one from series 1 and say, "Oh yeah, he had red hair."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or
I like to do that too. How about you, Mel? Do you watch any non-Yarnies?
Well, there's Mikey with the Crochet Camp Crowd. I've watched him a lot, especially at the beginning. And then I like to watch Ross sometimes, but he's more of a knitter and I'm a true crocheter. So look at you.
You're not getting the question, sweetie. We said non-yarn. Non-yarn.
Oh, non-yarn. I
Non-yarn.
heard man.
Man yarn.
I think that's a conversation for later, Melanie.
Hey, does anybody want me to show the picture of man?
Don't bring up the picture.
Yeah.
No.
No, I was thinking you guys were saying maybe do yarny things, but non-yarn.
Actually, I don't mind if you bring up the
That
picture.
is, I watch Catherine Manning a lot of like YouTube and financial YouTube stuff and how to do YouTube stuff and stuff like that. There's the right answer. Damn it. Darn it.
We're all sitting here going, no.
Sorry.
You're so cute because you had your head down and you're playing with your knot.
Yes, I'm trying. It's a big freaking mess. So I'm sorry about that. And I heard it very wrong. I apologize.
Now, Ginger, if you do want to bring up the man yarn picture, I think we need to put a disclaimer out there that this is a disturbing image.
Okay, it's not a naked man. It's not.
Oh no, not that one. Not that one. I know which one Julie's talking about. Are you talking about like the ones in like the onesies?
Are you
The
talking
one
about
that I
the
showed you
carrot top
guys?
picture?
What?
Are you talking about the carrot top picture?
No, not that one.
Okay.
Okay.
It's creepy and weird.
Okay, but does anybody want to see it? It's
Let's-
crochet. It is totally
It is
crochet.
definitely crochet related.
And I'm going to show it right now. So if any of y'all sensitive, don't look. Warning, it's not naked.
Oh, wait. But is it the one you showed us before?
Which one did I show you before?
I think it is.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to show it right now.
You can't show
You can't unsee that.
Take it off.
Okay, so here is the reaction. Naked Man, Nightmare. The crocheted Naked Man uniform. Don't look, Ethel.
Don't look.
Ginger showed us this picture a week or two ago, and we've had nightmares ever since.
Yes.
Granny D says it's just a guy in a mummy costume. It's great. Tessie says no. Ambi said OMG. David said YouTube recommends to me curious non-crochet videos. Oh, he's talking about something else. Recently stumbled upon men's rhythmic gymnastics, the men's hula dancing. I also get a lot of lifestyle vlogs from pretty young gay couples.
What are you watching on YouTube there, David? Are you watching some dancing?
Love this yarn. Yeppers, crocheted naked man.
It puts the lotion in the basket or it gets the hose.
Cynthia asks, is it alive?
Debbie Lowe's Yarn says, I was watching on a phone and it was so tiny. You are blessed, Debbie. You are blessed.
Yeah, you don't want to see it.
Yeah,
This
damn
is
it.
Time
wait.
Team.
Wait, what's that?
Time
That's not-
Team.
Time Team.
Oh, I need to look them up. Okay.
Time Team is a bunch of British archaeologists that dig holes and talk about old things.
It's
completely
so
fun.
cool.
It's so cool.
I have
Yeah,
not watched it,
love
but
that.
it sounds like it's
Because
right
they
up my
have
alley.
the
I really like that kind of stuff. So I'm totally
And they
checking
can
that out.
only build so many trenches, so they have to figure out through magnetometry if this is the right place to put their trench, so that they can find out if there was an Anglo-Saxon lighthouse on this
I
particular.
need to tell my husband about that. He would love that channel.
20
Fascinating.
seasons, 60 specials. Watch them all.
I like the fake stuff. I like sci-fi and not real stuff. Except
like-
for it, unless they're telling me how to do YouTube better or make money. like streams of income and stuff like that.
Oh, here, Kim says, wait a minute. She's going to show her hubby that pic next time he asks what I'm working on.
Not right.
That's funny.
It's not good.
I would get divorce papers if I tried that.
No. You know what my husband said?
What'd your husband say?
It's too small.
I love it. I love it.
Oh boy. And there we go again. Right down in the gutter.
Sorry. I always got sent to the principal's office.
David says, I love history documentaries nowadays. I didn't like history much in school unless it was music history. And Didymer Knittery says, thank you. Finally, Time Team. It sounds like something I'd like. My daughter has an anthropology major, and I have a close friend who's an anthropology teacher. So definitely sounds like something that you'd like then.
Interested in history, archaeology, anthropology. It is an amazingly interesting
is.
series.
I'm totally going to check that out because I think that my husband and I would both really like that.
Kim from Affordably Crafty said that she went to college for anthropology. Another
That's cool.
fun yarny thing about Kim. That is awesome.
Super cool. Granny D was just saying that she's been on her channel all month. She's been, if you like spooky stories, she's been reading them out loud.
Oh my gosh.
So, and I need to turn those on because I sometimes whenever I go into your chat, Granny, I'm working. So I'm listening while I'm working, but I haven't hit your story ones yet. So I need to do that.
Yeah, definitely listen. I am addicted to listening to Granny D stories now. This month it's scary stories, but like she's read other stories too. And it's
She's read
seriously
Green Gables before, wasn't she? I thought I saw.
Yeah, it reminds me of, like when you're little sitting in class and your teacher's reading to you. I love it so much. It's like it puts me in a feel-good mood.
Awesome. Awesome. I will have to check them out, Granny. Granny D.
Granny D.
Carol wants to know what are good channels to learn to crochet? No idea. I don't know any good.
A lot.
I think that the channel that teaches really, really well from the very, very, very basics up is Jada. I don't know.
I agree.
I think she really breaks it down well, and she's silly and goofy, and
yes,
she just breaks things down really, really to the smallest detail, and you're like, oh, I don't know. I learned really well from Jada when I was reteaching myself how to crochet.
I send all of my family who are right-handers that want to learn to Jada. So to learn the very basics. She's got a basics playlist that I send them to.
Yeah. Let's see what
the Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. Yes. He's good. That's how I learned first to Tunisian crochet. And very basic, just the interlac Tunisian crochet where you make like these pillows are the interlac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mikey's good too.
Yeah. And for mosaic crochet, I really like Tina with the 3 T's in her name that I'm doing the Queen Cal, but she has very basic, very easy to understand mosaic crochet tutorials. And also Fiber Fox Studios.
Okay.
Affordably Crafty has a question from Mel. Any tips on teaching a lefty to crochet? She's a righty. It's her daughter that's a lefty.
Have her sit across from you and use the same hand that you're using. So she instead of sitting next to you, she needs to sit across from you.
Neat.
Oh, so mirroring.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's see.
Yes, Granny.
Hooked by Robin. Crafty Chats Cafe also says she got started with Jada and Hooked by Robin, and both are amazing. I'm not familiar with Hooked by Robin. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
and that sounds familiar. I think I've watched some of her videos. I can't put a finger on which ones, but she sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm. I've never watched any of the beginning stuff because
you already know.
So long before the internet that I mean, if I tried to learn now, if somebody tried to teach me how to do this properly, my head would probably explode.
I learned how to crochet when I was really little, and then I stopped for a long time, and then just one day I decided I wanted to just do it again, and so that's when I started YouTubing and just to refresh my memory. Like I knew all the basics still, but just to refresh. So I don't know. Jada, I guess, is the one I stumbled on. Let's see here.
Cheryl asks if any of us knit.
I learned how to knit first, actually. Probably when I was about 4. Yeah. And I did it the same way that Mel said to teach a lefty how to crochet. I sat across from my grandparents, so I actually knit left-handed.
Oh, wow. Wow. So there is a difference between right and left.
I'm trying to picture how that would feel so,
It feels completely natural to me.
Yeah.
It was how I learned, by watching them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Really neat.
But I can only make straight, flat things with knitting. I can't turn a heel or, make a hood or.
Yeah.
I find crochet lets me make the shapes I see in my head.
The 3D.
Yeah.
I can knit socks, and if you're wanting to learn how to knit, I would recommend Very Pink Knits. Very Pink Knits is great. The only reason I can crochet socks is from Very Pink Knits. She's fantastic. She's a great channel if you like to knit. I honestly don't go to Very Pink Knits very often just because I'd rather crochet. It works up faster, and I'm impatient.
Well, somebody was telling me as a crocheter, and we were just talking about this morning in my life earlier today. As a crocheter, if you're wanting to learn to knit, to be sure to look up continental. I wrote it down. Continental style knitting, because that's easier. You hold your yarn the same way as you would as a crocheter.
Yeah,
I want to learn how to.
I didn't learn that way, but yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
I really want to learn the Fair Isle knitting. With that
I've done a little Fair Isle.
Oh,
it's really not that hard.
I want that belt.
Me too. The knitting belt.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about that video you guys watched. I thought you meant like actual fair knitting, like with the different colors.
Well, yeah, they do, but I want the belt.
You want to learn the belt.
That's a cool belt.
I got to check that out.
See that. I still haven't looked at that video, but I need to go check that out.
Okay, it will blow your mind. You have got to watch it.
Okay.
I want my mind blown.
That's right. Exactly.
I really want that.
And I'm always going to picture Julie doing that little number right there whenever I think of my mind being blown.
Glad I could help.
Has asked, do any of you order ice yarn? And I'm going to say no, because I will not pay that shipping.
I've never ordered it. I've heard that the shipping is crazy, and I never even looked.
I've looked at it and I've filled up the cart, and $500 later I turned away. So no, I have not ordered from them. But Ginger, you have though, right?
I've ordered it, and if it breaks down to, like, if I can get a really good deal, like the yarn is on the super duper clearance or whatever, where it's 32 cents a skein or 32 cents a ball, I'll get it and I'll pay the shipping, because I'm still getting it way less than anything else.
Yeah.
I would still getting it for way cheap, like $2 a skein or something like that with the shipping.
I could
or
see that.
$1.50 a skein with the shipping, so it depends on what you buy. And now it works out to be the more that you buy, the less the shipping is. It didn't used to be that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I put in one bag once. The bag cost $8. The shipping cost $71.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it.
When I walked away, I was like, no.
No, it's never been that. Like,
not live in remote, rural Atlantic, Canada.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Wow.
So Nadine,
but, I have that video about almost ordering from Premier, where the cost of the shipping and then the exchange more than doubled the cost of the yarn. Like I had like $80, whatever the threshold was for free shipping in the US. And then they added the shipping. I calculated the exchange, and it was something like $65 Canadian for shipping. And then when you did the exchange on the actual yarn, it was like $175 for an $80 order US. And I said, no, you can't. You can't justify that.
No.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, Granny D was saying that the Yarn Nut Gia sells ice yarn here in the United States, and you can buy just one ball at a time from her if you just want to try out to see what a certain kind of
could be worth it.
Is. Yeah.
That's cool. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So Nadine is asking if any of us have ever done Tunisian crochet. I think she means Tunisian. It says Tuscan, but I think she means Tunisian crochet, where the worlds of crochet and knitting combine.
Yes.
I have. I don't like it.
I have not.
I love
I'm a basic crocheter.
I know that Ginger likes it. I hate that curl. It drives me crazy.
Where is this is how I usually look for my yarn and stuff. I'm
I
just
know, Ginger, you were just working on one this morning.
yeah, where'd I put it?
I like the technique. I
It's
like
over to the
doing
left,
it.
Ginger.
I like the technique, but I hate that curl. It drives me crazy. How do you get rid of that curl?
It depends on the stitch you use. This one doesn't have a curl. This
Yeah.
is the honeycomb stitch, and it just goes flat down.
Yeah.
So just depends. The simple stitch has an awful curl, and I don't.
I think maybe I just need to explore other stitches because I've only ever done the simple stitch. And how about you, Kate? Have you ever done Tunisian?
Never once. I looked at a Tunisian hook once. Does that count?
Yes, it does.
It counts like 25%.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I 25% have totally done it.
There you go.
Even worse. It's intimidating looking to me, and quite frankly, I already knit and crochet wrong. I'm pretty sure I don't need to add a third way of not doing something right to my arsenal.
It's not wrong. It's just your way.
That's right. It's perfect.
It's interpretive.
Hey, yeah, the end. All that matters is the end result, not how you get there.
That's right.
Exactly. It's
Here's
all
an
about the destination, not the journey.
Here's an interesting question from Ambi. Based on where you live, what is one crochet thing you like and one you don't?
I don't like that suit that guy was wearing.
I don't know if that has anything to do with where you live, though.
I live in the Northeast and I should like mittens, but I hate making mittens. They never, ever, ever match. One's always a little bigger than the other. And then it drives me crazy. I can't wear.
I don't like sweaters. Because I pullover sweaters, not cardigans, but pullover sweaters, because I'm too hot natured for them. So I will probably never make one.
Based on where I live.
I don't make many bathing suits.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm Canadian, so I mean, the more layers of warm woolly stuff I can put on, the better. I mean, I'd probably never wear a pair of crochet pants, but
Now Ginger's made crochet short.
Want to make a pair to find out.
I've made a pair of crochet pants and I've knitted a pair of pants.
Seriously? Did you wear them?
I believe you.
I've got Instagram pictures.
Like, how far
See,
back
I
in your
have
Instagram? Because I'm going to go hunt these suckers down.
Here, I'll show you. Let me
I've got to see this.
Let me find my phone.
I just can't imagine crochet pants. I can see knitted. Those would be some warm pants, but I can see that. I guess it depends on what kind of yarn you use.
Hold on. I'll show you the crochet ones first.
Did you guys ever see the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, I haven't seen that one. It's on my list to watch, but I haven't seen it yet.
There's a scene where one of the main characters is wearing a crochet like jumpsuit. It's like the 70s. It's hysterical. I was like, wow.
Now I gotta go see it. I think it's on HBO Max, I think.
Yeah. On my Facebook group on Thursdays, I like to put Throwback Thursdays, and sometimes there's some interesting crocheted clothes. Wow, Ginger.
Those are cute.
Yeah,
They
they're
look
little
like
They're like
joggers.
little sweatpants. They're super duper cute. Hey, mister, where are you going?
Look at that. So, Ginger, you need to model those for us.
Kind of the crochet pants thing.
Oh, here. Beware, you're going to see the booty.
The booty!
Shake it.
Oh, those are so cute. What are you doing, bud? Cheryl Katz was asking if we could make, if any of us can make like the parasols. She's seen crocheted parasols. I'm going to tell you, I probably could if I put my mind to it, but I do not like intricate work like that. I like things that I can get through quickly, and it's cozy, and I can wear it or something like that. That's just me personally.
For me, I don't do any like little tiny lacy stuff because my vision is really not good. I don't see very well. So the smaller work is hard for me.
And here's the picture of my daughter wearing the knitted pants that I made.
Wow.
I can't even see a stitch on those. Oh, wait, now I see it. Okay, there we go. Those are, wow, those are very nice. Good job.
Yeah, I was doing a full up face plant there. She was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, and here's my daughter's booty.
Oh, now she's like, "Oh, mom."
Andrew, I think that's illegal to show your daughter's booty on YouTube.
Well, she is wearing knitted pants. So,
That's true. That's true.
but she, yeah, both of these patterns I tested for the designers,
Hi, Jana.
and yeah, so they're really good.
That's really cool. I love that design, by the way, with the kind of the sweatpants looking design.
Oh,
Make 'em
yeah.
nice and cozy. You get a soft yarn. I have to stop messing with the ball of yarn now.
Cheryl Katz would also like to know what is each of our favorite yarns to use.
I can answer that real fast.
Okay.
Charisma is number 1. That's a loops and threads yarn. It's a chunky or bulky. It's a bulky yarn. And then number 2, fastly approaching number 1, is Red Heart Unforgettable. Love it.
Ooh, yeah.
There you go.
I love Premier Basics, but I only really love it for Afghans blankets. But I love Premier Basics. I don't know why. It's a lot like Studio by Nicole or Stitch Studio. I can't remember what that was called. But now that AC Moore is gone, I have Premier Basics, and I love that.
I like the red or the Lion Brand Pound of Love. It has so many different colors, and it makes a really nice fabric.
Come on, Kate. Let's take a look. Hold it closer. I can't see it. We're all like,
I know.
I get it from Hobium. It makes the best shirts.
the best what?
Shirts.
Oh, shirts. I thought you said boots. I was really lost. Thought Kate was making boots.
I saw
But
somebody
for
ask
some-
about this
no,
little
you-
dude, and I'm just going to answer real quick. His name is Cinder. He interrupts me all the time. He's in half my videos now. And I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just saw somebody ask about it.
I can't remember
All
what
right.
I was going to say. I've been talking to him for almost 2 hours. Who knows what I've said?
I just realized that we're going on 2 hours.
Gosh.
I just looked and said, oh my.
Hey, time flies when you're having fun.
It does.
This is a kitten. He's a kitten. He's a kitten.
Yes. That's little Cinder. He's a new kitten.
Yeah. There you go.
Is Cinder feeling better? I know he was sick.
He still has a little bit of crusties around the eyes, but he is starting to behave more like a kitten. His favorite spot, though, after he gets done playing, is to sleep right behind me and warm up my back.
Oh, just don't lean back on him, right?
Oh, I sit up in my seat all the time, so that's why he goes back there. He can cuddle against me, and I'm not moving that much because I sit up in my seat.
Cheryl is now asking, do we have a favorite cotton yarn for garments?
I love this cotton.
I don't make garments.
I like the Premier cotton that comes on the
The spool.
yeah, kind of like that. I like that. But I also like what is that? The Kaboo, but it's like part cotton.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
cotton bamboo
bamboo.
blend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this cotton. It's super soft. But as far as using it for like bags and stuff, I prefer to go to a kitchen cotton. But for garments, definitely, I love this cotton. It's super soft. I love it. And Walmart has a new line of cotton. It just doesn't have as many colorways. and that is just as soft.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about the Premier cotton, but I've not tried it yet. It's on my list. It's on my to-do list.
We don't have the Walmart brand yarns here, so.
Oh, and you don't get the you'd have to order the Hobby Lobby because you don't. Do you have Hobby Lobbies up there? You just have Michael's, right?
Just Michael's. I don't think I would order from Hobby Lobby anyway.
Okay.
Now they're not bad when they have their 30% off weeks.
Well, they have very strong stances on some stuff, so I'm not sure if that's where Kate was going.
That I just thought that. See,
Yeah.
I talked about going to Hobby Lobby with my mother, and she said nope. I said, "Oh, okay."
I don't look at that. Yarn breaks all barriers for me.
Yeah,
I
right.
see here Hobby Lobby won't ship to Canada anyway. Well, that answers that question.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
There's one
Hobby
problem
Lobby.
solved.
Me. Hobby Lobby.
Cheryl uses Premier bamboo. She's never tried it. I love this cotton. So yeah, that Premier, I've heard that's really nice. I haven't, like I said, I haven't tried it, but it's got really good reviews.
Yeah.
I'm really good at reading the reviews. I'm not very good at adding things to the cart. I've done a lot of yarn shopping the last couple of days, though. I've got to slow down.
I gotta check out that Premier cotton because they have that at Dollar Tree. I bet you we could find that online. It'd be a smaller ball of it, but I guess because normally cotton balls are usually small. So how small is the? I wonder how small the Premier cotton is from the Dollar Tree.
I don't know. Mary Maggie Fender says Premier cotton is at Dollar Tree. So I didn't see it at our Dollar Tree, but
I didn't see it.
probably at the online. Maybe at the online Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out online.
Mm-hmm.
And
It'll be
Cheryl
on
says Mainstay is a garment cotton or is Mainstay a garment cotton or a kitchen cotton? That I don't know.
I would use that the Mainstay cotton I would use more for garment than kitchen. I mean, yeah, because they're softer. The Mainstay, that's the Walmart brand. It's a lot softer and it has a lot more pull. Like it's stretchier. So I would use it more in garments than I would like as a kitchen type cotton. You can use it in the kitchen. I use it for bowl cozies and stuff. But yeah, it's very soft and I think it would go well with a garment.
Okay. So Hooker's Cup Life and Maker's Journey says Premier cotton is very splitty. Good to know.
Okay, I haven't used that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Splitty yarns, as long as I know it's splitty.
For me, if I have a splitty yarn, I tend to use my Susan Bates hook. What is it called, Kate? It's inline? Is it the hook that's inline?
Yeah,
yeah, and for whatever reason, that keeps it from splitting for me. Sometimes if you just change up your hook.
But split with inline hooks, so.
You've never had stuff split?
No, I've only had things split with inline. That's why I went to the contact hooks.
I wonder if it's just the way we hold our hooks or something.
Probably.
Because I know you and I both yarn under, so.
Yeah,
but you hold your hook different than I do.
And I hold mine like, I don't know.
You hold yours like silverware.
Yeah.
Like you're eating spaghetti.
Yes.
And I hold mine like I'm writing Kate a letter.
I've never looked. But this is a Tunisian hook. I guess I knife hold it. That's knife holding it, right?
I think you do.
Yeah, that's what I knife hold it.
Yeah.
I'm the odd man out, I guess. It's like that Sesame Street game. One of these things is not like the other.
Bye, Granny D. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, Granny D.
Bye, Granny D.
Okay, guys, it's 8 o'clock. I have to.
Yeah, I was gonna say we probably need to be wrapping this up. Boy, we've had an awesome chat.
I really have.
People out at 6 because I gotta run.
I've got to eat. I'm hungry.
I gotta go order something from Mary Maxim.
What was the code again? It was 66.
66 years.
66 years.
For all counts.
Yes, thank you, Kate, for
20%
the
off everything.
Very cool.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna go eat stuff now.
go eat food.
Should we do a real quick talk about what we're doing next week?
Yes.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, yeah. We probably should. Yeah.
So
Oh.
next,
Was that me?
yeah, that's Mel's cue there because I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Oh.
Because Mel makes the list.
Yes,
Mel
I
is
do. I'm the list
the
person.
team manager.
Okay, so I have it here. Oh, I just turned off the light. I'm sorry. We are doing yarn hacks, crochet yarn hacks.
That's right.
That's on my list. And then coming up, I think what we're going to have over the next month, we just need to sort out when and where. Hopefully you guys don't mind me busting this out, but we're looking at over the next month, how and why we started our channels is going to be one. Breaking crochet rules is another, and gifts for crocheters, but that's towards the end of November. So, and then we have some other stuff in the works, but that's what we have coming up in the next few.
Okay.
That'll be.
Yeah.
And next week we're all gonna come over to my house to play.
Yay!
I'm playing my sandbox.
Please.
Can we climb your tree?
I'm not gonna be in the tree. It's dark outside.
Oh,
It's starting to get cold too, isn't it?
It is, yes. Today we went up to Cooperstown and it was chilly. We ate at a little restaurant that has an outdoor patio, and they had great big propane heaters by each table.
Ooh.
By
And we were the only ones there. It was so nice though. It was really warm. To be outside and have it be warm.
Yeah, yes.
It's gotta be cold where you are too, Kate. Getting cold.
It's Canadian chili.
Oh. It's
So
only
it's
30.
minus 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably freezing to me, but to Kate, she's like, meh.
Yeah, we
We
went
had
out.
3 days of 70s, and then we went down into like the low 50s. So it wasn't so much that it was cold; it was just the change.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, for us, it went from 19 degrees down to 11.
But that's Celsius.
That's
So
Celsius.
do
I
with
gotta
that
translate
what
that
you
to.
We don't know what that
What about
means.
the 40s for us? I think. Isn't it?
Canadian again.
We don't speak Canadian.
Okay, it went from pretty warm
To
to
last warm.
maybe I should not wear shorts today.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Probably about the same.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you for adding me. I appreciate it.
Okay, guys.
Kate's in charge of breaking the rules.
Is that going to be Kate's night?
Yes.
I think we need to make that Kate's night. I think that that's a good idea. So
Kate's night.
the next one is going to be the yarn hacks, and then it's going to be breaking the crochet rules.
So I get yarn hacks because I'm a yarn hack.
That's right. But each
Okay,
hack
Kate's the rule breaker.
Rule breaker.
Awesome. Oh, thanks, Mary. Thanks for adding me.
Have
All
a
right,
wonderful
guys.
night, Cheryl. Thanks for coming. Thank you, Triple C.
Yeah, thank you everybody so much for coming tonight.
And putting up with us for 2 hours.
2
Yeah.
hours.
I mean, we love us, but it's nice to know someone else will listen to us
We
too.
crack each other up.
Every day.
All right, guys. Let
All
us know when you're clicking off there, Ginger, and we'll all blow kisses.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I just sit here for another hour.
All
Okay.
right. See you,
I'm
everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Yeah.
Mwah.